Hold up.
Alright guys, so basically we're back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the North London derby, and for me it was so disappointing. So if you don't know, Spurs lost 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates on Saturday morning. It was a very disappointing result. Mustafi and Sanchez scored the goals for Arsenal, but we're going to go through my Spurs player ratings and see what I thought of the game and how I thought our players performed. So, the first player will start in goal, and the first player is Hugo Lloris, and I've given Lloris a 6 out of 10. Lloris had an okay game, made some good saves in the second half from Alexis Sanchez, but his positioning was poor for the Arsenal goal, and I felt like he probably could have done better for Sanchez's second goal. So I've gone for a 6 out of 10 for Hugo Lloris. Now the second player is in defence, and it is Davinson Sanchez, and Sanchez on a bad day was our best player of the game. I think he played really well. He managed Alexis Sanchez really well, and he played well in defence. He was really unlucky, in my opinion, to have been called up for the foul that led to Mustafi's header. I think it was a very good tackle, and he was very unlucky. But I'm giving Davinson Sanchez a 7 out of 10. He played well, and on a poor day, Sanchez was definitely our best player. So the next player for Spurs is Eric Dyer. I've given Dyer a 5 out of 10. He wasn't great. His defending wasn't amazing. He was slightly at fault for Mustafi's header. Apart from that, he didn't do anything amazing. So I've given Eric Dyer a 5 out of 10. So the next player is Jan Vertonghen, and Vertonghen I've given a 6, nothing special there. He, with Dyer, can be seen as a fault for Mustafi's header, and I think Vertonghen has been one of our standout players this season, but he had an off day against Arsenal. Given Jan Vertonghen a 6 out of 10. So next, I'm rating the two fullbacks, which are Trippier and Davis, and for Spurs, we've got 4 unbelievable fullbacks, in my opinion, who can be rotated, and any of them can play really well. And out of the 4, I think Davis and Trippier have been our best 2 this season. They played really well, but this was an off day for them both. I've given both Davis and Trippier a 5 out of 10. Trippier was probably a bit better. A few of his crosses were good, but no one got onto the end of them. And Davis was just a bit disappointing. He was a bit sloppy in defence, but I've given them both a 5 out of 10. The next player is with a few that was actually quite good for us, which was Moussa Sissoko, which is actually quite a shock. Sissoko's actually had a decent season for us so far. He had a decent game against Arsenal, having a few dribbles. His passing was okay, but it's better than normal, so I've given Sissoko a 6 out of 10. His best moment of the match was when he dribbled past a few Arsenal players and then got fouled by Xhaka, but it was great dribbling. You could see a bright spark from Moussa Sissoko, so that's why I've given him a 6 out of 10. The next player is a pretty disappointing one. It is Moussa Dembele. It's Dembele's first proper game of the season. He's been out for a while from injury, and he was really disappointing against Arsenal. He was pretty sloppy. He tried some runs and they really didn't work. I've given Dembele a 5 out of 10 because it's quite hard for him because he's been out for a while. So let's get into the front 3, who were really disappointing on a day when we needed them to be good. We'll start off with Eriksen, probably the best of the 3 of our attacking players. I'm giving Eriksen a 6 out of 10. He didn't have the best game. Some of his passes were good though, and he probably had our best chance of the game when he clipped the post in the first half. He could have got more involved, and it was not the best game for Eriksen. But for Eriksen, after a very full international break, after scoring a hat-trick for Denmark against Ireland, it was hard to expect him to be at full fitness. The next player was our worst player on the day, which is really disappointing, and it was Dele Alli. It's really disappointing for Ali to play badly because we've seen this season how well he can play, especially against Real Madrid, but I'm giving Ali our lowest rating of the game, which was 4 out of 10. He really didn't do anything. His passing was honestly terrible, and it's really disappointing to see because we know Ali, as a Spurs fan, I know Ali has the potential to be good, but it's just an off day, and he really didn't get involved. And the last player for Spurs, Harry Kane. I'm giving Kane a 5 out of 10. He was injured and he did miss the England internationals, so it was quite hard for him to come back after injury. He did have one chance where there was a mix-up in defence between Mustafi and Koscielny, and he missed the chance. Apart from that, he didn't really get involved in the game, and it was a bit of a disappointment. So I'm giving Kane a 5 out of 10. And lastly, we're going to go on to Pochettino. I'm going to give Pochettino a 5 out of 10 for his team selection. He couldn't have done much different, but back on the game, I probably would have changed a few players. I maybe would have played Harry Winks instead of Moussa Dembele, because it's hard for Dembele to have his first game against Arsenal. And I maybe would have changed the fullback, so maybe would have played Aurier or Rose, because they're probably more solid in defence. So that was my player ratings for Spurs v Arsenal. Overall, it was a really disappointing game. Hopefully, we've got a good run now in the league, so hopefully we can get on a win streak and finish in a good position in the league. I hope you did enjoy the video. That was my Spurs v Arsenal player ratings. We will see you soon.